Should I tell a client that I love them? This has got to be one of the craziest questions out there. And I wrote it just for that reason. I wanted to get your attention just a little bit. Should I tell a client that I love them? Well, if you're like me, you should. And I sometimes wonder, I get very personal with my customers. I get very, very, very personal. I ask them questions about their personal life. I try to make jokes with them. I try to laugh with them. I always wait until after I get the sale done, by the way, before all of that. I don't build rapport first in any way, shape, or form. I wait and let all the rapport building come after I take the order and get the order all written up and, negotiate the deal and all of that. And then, just to create some goodwill and to set up for the next sale, so to say, and get that relationship building factor going. I talk to my clients and I ask them questions about their lives, and I try to get very personal with them sometimes and get a feeling of who they are, what they're all about. And yes, lately I've been telling my customers I love them. It felt funny the first time I did it. Well, let's just say maybe it felt funny most of the times I've done it. It felt funny. It felt hokey telling a client that you love them. I've been waiting for one client, just one, just to get back in my face just a little bit and say, what do you mean you love me? Or, don't tell me you love me. This is business or something like that. Not one time. Not one time. I'm sure it's going to eventually happen. You're going to get somebody, that's a little crusty or whatever. Somebody who's, but I always, as part of my rapport building, I've always tried to get very personable with people. And whoever said you should build rapport first in the beginning, that's just not my style. I don't do it. To me, it prolongs the whole process. It gets in the way of the selling process and stuff like that. If a customer wants to ask me a bunch of questions and stuff about an order that I'm trying to that I'm trying to sign up or write up, many, many times I'll just say, look, let's get the paperwork done, then I'll answer your questions. I try to control it as much as I can. I'm on a time factor here. All my calls are scheduled and that kind of thing. That's part of the stay home and sell method. But then I've always let my clients know that I cared about them. But lately, I have been pushing the envelope. And lately, I have been telling the customers, I've been just telling them I love them sometimes, when it feels right. And not one time has anybody ever said, by the way, I did the same thing with as part of my, I don't want to call it a sales pitch, believe me, I don't want to call it that. But as part of my overall message, I've always said, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. I must have said that 1,000,000 times to all my clients over the years. Well, when I first started to do it, it just sounded so funny. It sounded so foreign. And I know that some people, you're never supposed to talk about religion and politics and so forth. I knew that there would be some people that would be, something. Well, I do have clients that are atheists, and I have had people say, what do you mean God bless me? I don't believe in God. I've had a few of those. But I've never had any real blowback, even from the atheists. I don't have any blowback. All it did was open doors to have that discussion of why they don't even believe in God. But I've always just tried to be as personable with my clients as possible. And look, people want to be understood. They want to do business with somebody that appreciates them. I really believe that people are starving for love, man. I really believe that. And it's not just my customers either. Now it does. So, but you have to you have to feel your way through all of this just a little bit. It goes in steps. I've only recently begun telling some of my customers that I love them. And it's kind of a crazy thing, and you may choose to never, ever, 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 ever do anything even remotely like that. And that's fine. That's fine. It's the principle behind it all that's even more important, is just never being afraid to inject as much of your personality into every sales call as possible. Every sales presentation you do, let them feel who you are. Let them feel it. And don't hold back. Do not hold back. Try to force yourself to just put it out there with them and get beyond some of that surface kind of thing. It's all the deepening of the relationship and that type of thing. But should you tell your customers you love them? Well, I think I started doing it just because I was bored, just to mix up some of my sales calls just a little bit, because I was getting bored, and I always kind of want to see how far I can push it before people push back. I'm sort of testing people just a little bit and stuff like that. But since I've been telling some of my clients I love them, they've been telling me now. They've been saying it before I say it too. They say, "I love you, TJ," or something like that the next time they want to do business with me or something like that. That blows me away. That just lets me know that it's working. So it's a wild and crazy thing. You may be the kind of person that would never in a million years, you would never say that to a client. You might even have problems saying that to your own family members. You might have trouble saying that to your own spouse. You might not be some wild and crazy out there person like I'm trying to be sometimes. But the point is just to be as personable as you can with them. Break beyond that whole the whole business part of it or whatever. So thanks for listening to this audio. And if you're watching this on YouTube, click on the link below if you want more information about me or what I'm doing. So thank you, and hope you've enjoyed something that I've said here in the last 6.5 minutes.